The question being asked today is, will I be able to monetize my small YouTube channel in 6 months? Welcome back, everybody. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm glad that you decided to click on, and please, if you will, help my channel out and watch this video to the end. We're going to dive into some analytics today. This is my week 5 of my monetization journey, and I hope that some of the things that I found out this last week that I'm going to go over some simple steps that will help you to help your channel to improve. I do want to give a shout out to Jen at Beautiful Life Sage. She left me the sweetest comment, and she said that if I could do the intricacies of nursing, that I could surely do this. Well, it gave me a good idea for this week's video, and I hope that this is helpful for you. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so I am just so excited about this, and it's taken me just a minute to figure out how to get my audio to work and my picture on the same screen as my analytics. If you have a Mac and you need help with that, please let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to do a little tutorial. It won't take but a second. So here we go. Over the last 28 days since I published my channel and my videos, I've gotten 534 views and 30 subscribers. Now, I wasn't really impressed with the number of views that I've gotten and the subscriber count in this time frame, just because it's been exactly 4 weeks. I'm going into my 5th week, and I feel like I should be a little bit further along at this part in the journey. And my goal for this was to try to hopefully monetize my channel within a 6-month period. So I feel like we have to have goals, and 6 months I feel like is an aspiration. So we're working towards that. So I appreciate, if you're watching this, that you'll continue through the whole video so that it can get pushed out to more people. Now, so let's look at the last 7 days. I've changed some things and made a few changes that I feel like are going to help you, and we're going to go over that in just a few minutes once we get through with the analytics. But in the last 7 days, look at this. 323 views, which is a 487% improvement in the last 7 days. That's just phenomenal. And I was like, wow, this is great. So I wanted to share it with everybody. The watch time hours are 6.6 hours that I gained in the last week, which is also up, and I gained 9 subscribers. So I'm very excited about that. If you look at the views on my first video, this is the very first video that I published on June the 11th. I've gained 3,200 impressions more this last week. Impressions are important because it tells YouTube that your content is valuable. So they put it out there to more people. So that makes me happy. And then the impressions click-through rate from the people that saw my thumbnail, the click-through rate was 2.7%, which is not bad. But the average view duration is almost 3 minutes. So we'll talk about that as well. Let's go back over to my week 2. And in week 2, I was sick with the flu, and I feel like I really had to just kind of push this out there. But I gained 38 views since I published it and 1 subscriber, so it's not for nothing. And so over the last 7 days, I have 11 views and 1 subscriber, 57% more than the previous 7 days. Let's look at the reach on this video. So my impressions were about the same. So they really, I guess YouTube really didn't like this video too much. I'm not sure what the deal was with that. It did improve though. You can see that 17% click-through was a little bit higher over the last 7 days, and I got 11 more views. All right, let's go back to week 3. This one had 55 views and I had 3 subscribers, and in the last 7 days, it was a little bit less on my views and a little bit less on my watch time hours. Let's look at the reach. It was also showing less on the impressions, so they didn't push it out quite as much, but my click-through rate improved, and I had a little bit less views on that. So I'm not really sure. I didn't change my thumbnail on this one. I did change the SEO though. And let's look at week 4, which was last week, and I got 80 views and 1 subscriber since published, and then it didn't change over the last 7 days. Let's look at the reach. I have 2,700 impressions, so that was good. I feel like that's good. Now that's in the last 7 days. All right, so 2.1% click-through rate, which is average. The engagement, the average view duration is about 3 minutes, and that's something that I want to talk about improving. All right, so there you go. So you can see that these little simple improvements that I made, we're going to go over that in just a minute. They really, really seem to improve my channel analytics, and I hope this does the same for you. All right, now I know you've all been waiting to figure out what in the world does she do to improve her channel and the analytics. It's very simple. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I applied some nursing concepts that I learned that are very simple. As a nurse practitioner, we assess a patient, we diagnose the problem, and then we treat it. And so I did that with my channel. I looked at my videos and the channel to see what can I do to improve. And I found a few problems. I know everybody's journey is different, and that's okay. And my goal, though, has been to try to monetize this channel within a 6-month period. I've not verbalized that, but that was really kind of my intention, was to see it. And it's an aspiration, so we're working towards the goal. It may take longer, who knows. So again, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that right now. Problem number 1 was that I found my views were very low. I was very discouraged. My very first video got the most views so far, and each video seemed to decline from there. And I felt like that I just was not where I should be at this week's stage of the game where other content creators are. What can affect your views? Your thumbnails can affect your views. People first have to be able to click onto your thumbnail to get to the video, right? I figured that my thumbnails needed some improvement. How did I improve that? So the plan for that was my SEO on my thumbnail was not matching my SEO in my title, in my description, or in my tags. SEO, if you're not familiar with, is search engine optimization. It's what people use, which is keywords, is they use to search to find your content or to find the content that they're looking for and what makes you relevant, actually. So I changed my SEO on my thumbnail, my title, my description. Secondly, the font on the thumbnails were all different. So I found that YouTube really likes consistency. So they prefer that you have the same font or similar font, I'll say. And so I went ahead and I changed all the font on my thumbnails. Thirdly, it was the color scheme of the thumbnails. My thumbnails were kind of different, and they all varied a little bit. So I made the font and the color scheme similar to each video. And the fourth thing on my thumbnail was the title of the thumbnail. Everyone reads from left to right, in the United States especially. So my title, from here going forward, I'll be sure to put on the left side. When I looked at the thumbnail I had where my title was on the right, that one didn't receive as many impressions or as many views. The second problem that I encountered was my view duration. It was very low. I think every one of my videos was between 2 and 3 minutes. My longest video from out of the 4 was 18 minutes and 10 seconds. That was a little bit long. As a new content creator, you should remain between 7 and 15 minutes. I plan going forward to decrease my video time to 7 to 15 minutes to keep it within that time frame. If you have too much information, they'll tend to click off and they become uninterested if you start going into information that may be not relevant to what you're talking about, or if you're trying to push another product, unless you've been doing this a long time. There are content creators that have been doing this for a very long time. They have thousands of viewers and subscribers, so they're able to make longer videos and keep their video duration up. So I'll continue shorter, long form videos. Shorts is another thing that I had mentioned earlier. And the problem with shorts that can affect your analytics and can affect your channel is if you focus on shorts too much, they're only 1 minute. So you can gain a lot of subscribers through doing that and putting out a lot of shorts, but you don't always get the subscribers to convert over to your long form videos. So that's the issue with that. And I just wanted to give you that information in case you found that to be true on your channel. I feel like that I've seen a lot of content creators that have had this issue, and it really has affected their channel analytics. So I do want to use shorts. I just don't want to use them primarily to get the information out there. The third problem that I had was improving my content and making it more engaging. People's time, viewers' time, is valuable to them. And they always say that time is money. You know, we trade our time for a paycheck when we go to our job every day. And when they click onto your channel and they're looking for specific information, they expect to get that information in a quick and an efficient way, and then or they're going to click off. So you want to make sure that your information comes across clearly and efficiently so that they can take that information and they can implement it for themselves. The plan for this is I'm going to plan to make sure that the informational videos that I give, that I don't go into too much storytelling time, which I love to do, and I think I may just do some type of video vlog for that type of content, maybe once a month. Storytelling time, it adds to the length of your video, which also could hurt your analytics if the view time is very short. Thank you for watching this. If you are here now, you've watched it all the way through, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I hope that there's been some useful information here that you can apply to your own channel. And if you've not subscribed, please do so and hit that bell button so that you can get all the notifications for when my videos come out. I pray that you are blessed and doing well, and I'll see you in the next video.